Thank you for that thunderous applause. We are the Cleverlys Trio. And we come all the way from Cainspur, Arkansas to be with you this evening. And we brung with us a whole bunch of that good old traditional bluegrass music. That's what we do. And we do it the way the father of bluegrass would have done it, Mr. Bill Monroe. Whooped 'em Gangnam Style. Ideva ship mama brata modi panyoja on your team and morning doja pora yapanoja kudu come yak jogging yoga non no sana hey chamjana bohi team and norton non sana hey daga pana pipe jama chamani sana hey gonna pour that sauce on it or tomberton sana hey kudu sana hey got him by was Sodom pseudo kudu no kudu bottom no got him by was Sodom pseudo kudu no kudu bottom no Sikkim Takagachi Gabu game whooped 'em Gangnam Style whooped 'em Gangnam Style whooped 'em Gangnam Style whooped 'em Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady, whoop, whoop, whooped 'em Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Suki bui jiman guten lunin yoja Videva sipra mama brota modi punin yoju Kanya chima ma Noja boda yaka noja kudu gom Yak jogan yoga Nana sana hey Chamjana bohi jiman norta norm Sana hey Daga pana pipe jama chawani Sana hey Gonna pour that sauce on it or tomberton Sana hey Kudu sana hey got him by was Sodom pseudo kudu no kudu bottom no got him by was Sodom pseudo kudu no kudu bottom no Sikkim Takagachi Gabu game whooped 'em Gangnam Style whooped 'em Gangnam Style whooped 'em Gangnam Style whooped 'em Gangnam Style hey sexy lady whoop, whoop, whooped 'em Gangnam Style hey sexy lady fiending on Korea not a north baby, baby, not a more jump out of north. Fiending no, Korea, not a north. Baby, baby, not a more jump out of. You know what I say? Whooped 'em Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Whooped 'em Gangnam Style. Hey, sexy lady. Whooped 'em Gangnam Style. Thank you so much. That's for all you Korean bluegrass lovers. We heard there's a lot of Korean folks that lived in the Stecoah Valley. And we wanted to do a song in your native tongue. But the rest of the show will be done in American. And starting off with I'm going to introduce the trio to you. let you get to know everybody a little bit better, starting down there on the end. On the banjo, that's my brother. I've known him his whole life. And he's been a disappointment for most of that. Started back in 1978. Didn't leave Mama a note or nothing. You know you didn't leave her a note. You know you didn't do it. She cried herself to sleep every single night, waiting on you to come home. But he didn't come home. He ran off with them. They camped out in the woods, ate wild mushrooms, and took that STD and all that stuff. Thank the Lord he finally come back to his senses, and he moved back home with his wife T-Fairy and their son J-Zone. And they live in a teepee out behind Grandpappy's old house. And they sit out there and make dream catchers out of cat hair. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our brother. A big hand for Vernon Dean Cleverly. We just call him VD. Over here on the doghouse base, this is our nephew. We've known him his whole life. He had a rough start, too. Let me tell you what. When he was about 5 years old, he was out in the barn lot playing like kids do. And he got thirsty, so he just nursed on the milk goat, like kids do. Next day, that old goat was dead. She had contracted an unidentified fungus from his saliva. And the folks from the National Saliva Institute in St. Paul, Minnesota come and got him. And he lived in a lab with rats and monkeys till they figured out his spit is an antidote to the Komodo dragon bite. And he is single, ladies. He comes all the way from Culp, Arkansas. A big hand for Ricky Lloyd Cleverlys. He goes by Lloyd. The first L is silent. Otherwise, it'd be Lloyd. And he wanted me to tell you about his charitable work. He loves animals, and he raises money for charitable animal organizations such as the Save the Whale Foundation. In fact, at the end of this month, the last weekend in October, we have a benefit squirrel hunt for Save the Whales. For 3 days, we invite you to come out to the mountain, and we kill the crap out of everything that moves. If it's brown, it's down. Then we eat it. And for every squirrel you kill, $1.11 is donated to the Save the Whale Foundation. So y'all come on out, have a heart, kill a squirrel, and save a whale. Over here to my right is our youngest brother. We've known him his whole life. And a lot of you probably recognize him from them sports magazines. He was drafted right out of high school just like that LeBron James. Except LeBron went into the NBA. He went into the UDBL, the United Donkey Basketball League, till he bit his tongue off during a game. It was a bad deal. His tongue just flopped around like a crappie till the nerve ran out. And thank the Lord we know some folks at the National Tongue Institute, which is next to the Saliva Institute in St. Paul, Minnesota, and they fit him with a bionic tongue what runs on a watch battery. He just can't go around microwaves or blasting sites. We found that out the other night over at Grandmommy's during a Game of Thrones marathon. She's in there popping some more of a Redenbacher. His tongue just took up the hall like it knew where it was going. And 2 days later, we found it behind the fridge in a sticky trap. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our brother. A big hand for Monk Cleverlys. It was Mark till he bit that tongue off. Now it's Monk. I am Dr. Digger Cleverly, and we are the Cleverly Trio. Thank you. Now back to that good old traditional bluegrass music.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what? I like all the players. No diggity, no doubt. Play on, play that. Play on, play that. Yo, Lloyd, drop the verse.
It's going down, pretty cleverly. My homies got brass out creation. Don't like acting, no doubt. Put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit came up, your dog couldn't catch me straight up. Tell me, get stuff when Ricky's making moves, attracting honeys like a magnet. Give it a eargasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with my homies smoking BD. The original shake, shout it down, good lord. That's moving all over town. The crazy biz won't play around. I cover much ground. She got game by the pound. Getting paid is the forte each and every day to play with. Well, I can't get rid of my mind.
Wow.
I think about the girl all the time.
Wow.
East side to the west side, pushing fat rides, and it's no surprise. She got stacks in the stash, stacking up the cash, fast when it comes to the gas. By no means average, she's on, she's got a habit. Well, baby, you're a perfect 10. I wanna get in. Can I get down so we can win?
I like the way you work it.
No diggity.
Got to bag it up. I like the way you work it.
No diggity.
Got to bag it up. I like the way you work it.
No diggity.
Got to bag it up. I like the way you work it.
No diggity.
Got to bag it up.
Hi-yo, 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 hi-yo.
Put your hands in the air.
Hi-yo, 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 hi-yo.
Like I just don't care.
Hi-yo, 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 hi-yo. Hi-yo, 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 hi-yo.
No diggity, I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is stinking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is stinking awesome.
On the mountain, I'm like, what's up? I'm down with Daryl Scott. A street picking in these duds from the thrift shop. Ice on my cabin is so dang frosty. Folks like,
Dang, that's a cocoa honky.
like Larry on central heat. That just start me rocking Guinness on my feet. I'll be picking and tricking it with straw on the dome till diggers like, yeah, then we play it on home.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is stinking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is stinking awesome. Granddad's clothes, I look incredible in this big old coat from my thrift shop down the road. I wear your granddad's clothes, I look incredible in this big old coat from my thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is stinking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is stinking awesome. High on a mountain low, wind blowing free, thinking about the days it used to be. High on the mountain low, standing all alone, wondering where the years of my life have flown. Hi-yo, 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 hi-yo. Hi-yo, 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 hi-yo. Hi-yo, 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 hi-yo. Hi-yo, 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 hi-yo. Thank you so much. I'd like to get my brother Vernon to come up here. A lot of people don't know we got one of the hottest banjo pickers around. And a lot of people, you know, one thing about bluegrass music that I love is the instrumentals. And instrumental is an old French word meaning no words. A lot of people don't know that. But we want you to do, and Vernon, there's a bunch of young folks out here. And if you can tempt a young fella or a young lady into picking up an instrument of some sort, we'll be playing it forwards, see? And like this young man right here, young man, a banjo, that's a chick magnet.
It goes without saying.
So call out something old school so these young folks can see how this mountain music got started, Vernon.
All right, this is from, we'll take her back to the start, the beginning, early on. Key of C, boys.
Key of C, boys.
What we got here. 1, 2.
Level 4.
Points.
Thank you very much. Good job, Vernon.
Thank you, Digger.
That's old school right there.
That's old.
That goes back, like way back,
Way back.
like Atari.
Or Pong.
Pong. Anybody old enough to remember Pong? That was the first video game, kids. And oh boy, what a treat that was. I'll never forget it. And I'd love to see a young child sit down and play a mean game of Pong, just like we did it, in front of a beautiful 12-inch black and white. And the Pong, see, on one side of the screen you had a line. Now, slow me down if I get too quick for you young folks. You know, because it's advanced. On the other side of the screen, you had another line. And then you had to volley a dot back and forth. And the longer you volleyed that dot, the faster it got, and the smaller your line got, thus increasing the level of difficulty. And you be sitting there with your buddy, man, these graphics are awesome. Those were the days. All right, we're going to go way back. Pull this one out of the traditional bag. Are you leaving?
I misread what you was doing. All right now. What are you doing? I'm ready.
Bow the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Bow the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Bow the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Bow the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie.
I went out last night to make a little round, met a little city and I shot it down. I went back home, got into bed, 44 pistol under my head. I woke up the next morning about 9:30. The hacks and the buggies all standing in line. Gents and gamblers standing all around, taking little say to the big ground.
Set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Bow the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie.
So I began to think what I get done. I slapped my hand and we run. I made a good run, but a little too slow. He overtook me in Jericho. I was standing on the corner of the street in the bill. Except the sheriff from Thomasville. He said, young man, ain't your name Brown? Remember the night you shot CD down.
Bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Bow the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie.
Degree, the second degree. Got any papers, won't you read them to me? Well, the judge and the jury, they took their stand. The judge had the papers in his right hand. 41 days, 41 nights, 41 years with a ball and spike.
The bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Bow the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Bow the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Bow the bang, diggy, 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 set a boogie, set up, jump the boogie. Thank you very much. That's an old schooler right there. We'd like to do one right now. A few years ago, we was picking on our front porch, and my boy Junior started posting these videos on the YouTubes, and they caught a virus. And millions of folks worldwide saw this song, and it changed their lives. We literally went from picking on the porch to picking at the Grand Ole Opry, and it was a big, big deal for us. And we're getting good gigs now, and we're able to make a living at picking and playing. We're playing. Well, look at us. We're in North Carolina. Walk like This is one of them songs. On the tomb to do the sand dance, don't you know? If they move too quick, oh well, they're falling down like a domino. All the bizarre men by the Nile, they got the money on a bet. Go crocodile, oh well, they snap the teeth on your cigarette. Pour on top of the hooky pop sip, hey oh well, hey oh well. Walk like an Egyptian. Takes their treasure, spin around and they cross the floor. They've got the moves, oh well. Drop a drink, then they bring you more. All the school kids so sick of looking like the broken metal bands with the buzzer ring, oh well. Walking like an Egyptian. All the kids in the marketplace said, hey well, hey well. Walk like an Egyptian. Feet up a street when your back ship shums and you pull it back. Life's hard, you know. Oh, well, strike a pose on a Cadillac. And if you want to find all the cats hanging out in the donut shop, they sing and dance. Oh, well, drop the concours on down the block. All the Japanese with their yen, the party boys call the Kremlin. And the Chinese know, oh, well, they're walking like an Egyptian. All the cops in the donut shop said, hey, oh, well. Walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. These boys can pick, can't they? One thing I love about coming to North Carolina is y'all appreciate picking up here. And we've noticed in every place we play, like Paul was saying earlier, We've played in North Carolina, probably more place than any other state besides our own. We go to Shelby. That's where they got that Livermush festival. Anybody ever heard of the Livermush? And I'll be honest with you on the Livermush. The first time we went to Shelby was for the Livermush festival, and a nice fellow there, he really liked what we did, and he runs the Don Gibson Theater there in Shelby, and invited us to come back, and we've been back a dozen times since then. The first time we went was for the Livermush festival. His name is Stan, good feller. Well, I asked Stan, what's Livermush? And he kind of gave me the rundown on it. And he said, you should try it. I said, sure, I'll be happy to try it. And they gave me some deep fried liver mush. Now what that is that your liver mush, and then they slice it, and then they batter it, put it in hot oil and deep fry it. Now anything is good deep fried. Y'all from North Carolina, I know you feel like I feel. So I get me a big old hunk of it, and I eat it. It's good. Now, good. And if my mama come in there and fed me liver mush, I'd clean my plate and tell her it was the best thing I ever had in my life. But would I have a festival? For liver mush? Now, they could have had all kinds of festivals. Walnut festival, your blackberry festival. You could have a festival for anything. You know, my old shoes festival. But liver mush? I don't know that it made that big impression on me. But it was good. And like I said, we love coming here. But we came here today, and they fed us ribs. Didn't feed us no liver mush. They fed us ribs. I would have a festival for the ribs I had today. And I want to thank all these folks here at this place right here. If you don't know them personally, you should. They're good folks. Jeremy, Beth, all the folks that work here, give them a nice round of applause. Now we're going to showcase these old boys picking a little. Me and my guitar, always in the same mood. I'm mostly flesh and bone, he is mostly wood. Never does grow impatient for the changes I don't know hard. Be gone to heaven, honey, I don't wanna go, son. It's me and the kid G, and you can call me Uncle John. Any folk could easily see we go back a long time. Some kind of like fine to me, no such thing as wrong time. I'm sitting on my knee, singing Get On Popped, it's song time. Every now and then, I'm a lonely man. I just know that I got a friend. Put this power right in my hand. All I gotta do is the best I can, if I can. Chinese sun in the shape of mainland China. Got a somewhat southern accent, cause I come from Carolina. If you wanna find us, we'll be walking right behind you. I hear horns and I hear voices, I hear strings. Seems I was born with too many choices. What am I gonna do with all these extra fingers, son? Certainly confused me. Made a few friends fall by for coffee. Do a little bit of who do you love? Who do you love? Pay no attention to that man behind that curtain. That's me and my guitar. They're talking about me and my guitar. They're talking about me and my guitar. They're talking about me and my guitar. Break it off, son. We want to do one right now. This is a Cleverlys original song. I was coming in from town, going back up the mountain one day, and passing this old boy's farm that I pass just about every day. And this particular afternoon, there's a bunch of black SUVs with tinted windows out there, and a helicopter flying over. And they had a German Shepherd dog out there sniffing this old boy's mater plants. Come to find out, he didn't have no maters. But he had 900 of them plants. And it inspired me to write a song. Now, he won't know about it for 8 to 10. But it's one we sure enjoy picking on. It's a little song called Cash Crop.
1, 2, 3.
Danny Joe Samples was a good old boy, just tired of being poor. Lived down in the holler and he never had a dollar from the very first day he was born. Late one night around the bugs apple night, he came up with a business plan. Surefire way to really get paid 100 seeds in a coffee can. Now he's the man. Cash crop, he was hitching a ride. Now he's cruising around in a rag top. Cash crop, when he rolls into town, the party goes on non-stop. No one knows how he struck gold, or how he went from cold to hot. Cash crop. He's a high-rolling wannabe, only drinks Hennessy with ice from a crystal glass. Got a girl in jacuzzi with a J-Lo booty and a dude that cuts his grass. Got a new suit, gator shoes, just took a party cruise, came back all tan. But he better watch out, they're gonna find out he's a man. Cash crop, he was hitching a ride, now he's cruising around in a rag top. Cash crop, when he rolls into town, the party goes on non-stop. A G-men know how he got his dough, and they're gonna put a stop to his cash crop. He got 5 in the state pen, but he gets a grin thinking about being free. 'Cause buried in his backyard is a mason jar, plumb full of them seeds. Cash crop. He went and grew him a cash crop and went to jail for a cash crop. He should have stuck to soybeans. I don't know if you can tell it, but old Digger's having some vocal issues tonight. And we're stomping on it and doing the best we can here. We shot a video last night, a music video yesterday in Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but woke up this morning, we wasn't talking very good. So I'm thankful that we've made it this far. The video will be coming out soon. We're excited about it. It had to do, it was a pretty unique spot they put us in. The record company found a professional wrestling place that it wasn't in no coliseum. It was in a garage. And sure enough, they had a garage, had a wrestling ring in there. And let me tell you what, these folks is serious about their wrestling. Now, the premise of it, the record company found us 2 wrestlers, one that we were against and one that we were for. And we were supposed to act like the one that we were for was a Cleverly. He was a Kilo Cleverly. And what we did not know is that he is the town villain in the wrestling. Now, I'm telling you, these folks do not realize that wrestling ain't real. So we get in there and we're shooting the video. We're shooting the video, and the crowd's all behind us, right? Well, when it comes time for the wrestling match, and Kilo Cleverly comes in there, the whole crowd's booing him. And I said, hey, that's our brother. That was a huge mistake. Swear to you, the promoter looks at us and goes, you better park your vehicle around back. We could have some problems. But it was an amazing experience. The video will be coming out soon. We got a brand new EP. We just signed a record deal with Average Joe Records in Nashville, Tennessee. That's a real label. Look it up. But the EP we finished, it's the most solid stuff, the best stuff that we've ever done. And we're so excited to unveil that. So you folks that's been watching our videos and you folks that's been true clever heads from the beginning, we appreciate it. We do. We appreciate it. And I apologize about this vocal thing. There's some things that you have no control over. And that's one of them. Rarely do we have any vocal problems, but this morning was one of them days. But we're going to try to stomp on a few more for you here. And as long as it'll hold out and I can breathe. This is one of them original ones that was put on YouTube. The thing got 3 million hits, which ain't much, honestly, on YouTube. A Smoking Baby can get 30 million hits. I get that. But for 4 old boys from Arkansas, it was a pretty big deal for us. Didn't pay nothing. The Smoking Baby's probably killing it right now. but this is a little song. Have we got anybody tonight that's celebrating a broken heart? That's too bad. Well, our prayer is that sometime tonight somebody in here will have a broken heart so that this song makes sense. It's a little song called Owner of a Lonely Heart. You always live your life, never thinking about young's future. Prove yourself. You are the steps you take. Take your chance, winner, loser. Move yourself. You are the moves you make. You, and that's the only way. Shake yourself. That's how the story goes. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely heart. Owner of a lonely
Trance.
You quit that. You're going to call up a terrorist or something doing that. Whoop, 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 whoop. Owner of a lonely heart. 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 I apologize. Like I said, there's some things you don't have control over. He did ride in the back of the bus on the way here, and we got an exhaust leak back there, so hopefully some oxygen will pull him out of it. But it's embarrassing. You know, we don't normally take requests, but we had a request come in right before the show for an old standard called Rocky Top. So, Vernon, do you know Rocky Top?
Yeah.
Would you mind scrubbing it off for these folks?
Okay.
What key do you do that in?
G's good for me on that. G.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my brother Vernon Dean Cleverly with an old standard called Rocky Top.
Wish that I was on old Rocky Top. Down in the Tennessee hills, strangers don't know people at an old Rocky Top. Ain't no telephone bills. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, comma, Rocky Top, Tennessee.
All right. Just so happens we had another request come in while you were doing that song. Do you know Salty Dog?
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah.
It's an old standard, Salty Dog.
Morse Brothers.
Yeah.
No, yes,
What key is that in?
that's a G for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now my brother Vernon Dean Cleverly would like to do an old standard for you. If you're going to sing along, it's in G. It's an old song called Salty Dog.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Pulled the trigger and the gun set go. Shot heard over in Mexico. Let me be your salty dog, or I won't be your dog at all. Let me be your Rocky Top salty dog. Salty Dog, Tennessee.
Just so happens there was another request that just came in while you were doing that. Cabin on the Hill.
Goes back, yes, right, yes.
That's an old song.
It's an old one right there.
You know, you care to do it for these folks?
Give her a shot. I will for you, dear.
Okay. What key are you doing?
I'm gonna go with G on this for a change. Let's just pull her out of the north, go to G.
Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Vernon Dean Cleverly would like to do another old standard, and if you're going to be singing along, it's in the key of G. No modulation; it's just going to stay there. In the key of G, it's going to have a turnaround, a couple choruses, turn around, and then a tag at the end, so you can follow along. Here's Vernon Dean Cleverly with an old standard called Cabin on the Hill.
There's a cabin on the hill in the hills of Carolina in the hill. And the blue-eyed girl's waiting there for me inside that thing. Cabin on the hill up there, it's zone commercial. Old cabin on the hill in Tennessee, where that girl waits for me in the blue-eyed cabin in Tennessee. Thank you.
I think that'll about do it for a request.
Thank you.
But we would like to do a song for our sponsor. You know, we wouldn't be able to do this without our sponsor. We're firm believers in this product. I ain't been in the morning woods and I ain't had time for you. I'm gonna come around before this night is through. Hey baby, I'm a stand-up man, I'm a real man, I'm a digger Dan. Viva Viagri, Viva Viagri, Viva Viagri. Yes, a blue pill is a real deal. Mine causes facial flush, mine causes excessive heart rate, mine causes you to have a dang good time. If sensation lasts longer than 4 hours, please call a buddy and brag about it. Viva Viagri, Viva Viagri, Viva, oh Viva Viagri. Thank you so much. You know, all bluegrass music, not all of it is fun and jovial like that last song. Some of it has darker tones to it, and that's why they call it the countryman's blues. And we'd like to do a song right now and dedicate it to my late wife, who's no longer with us. She was a mama of my 2 boys, Digger Jr. and Digger Jr. She died tragically whilst she was at work on a mayonnaise farm. It was back in the mayonnaise scandal of 92. And she was whisking in the egg yolks when the paddle wheel caught her apron string and pulled her in. As you know, mayonnaise is like quicksand. The more you struggle, the more you sink. And she went right to the bottom. We have a jar of her on the mantle. Every time the boys get to missing her, they go make a sandwich. And then they get dysentery because she expired 6 years ago. I'm going to do this song for you, Velma. I know you're watching, hon. It's fair season. I met her on a night just like this. Cool, crisp autumn eve at the Arkansas State Fair. I was in the mood for some extreme midget wrestling. And I bought me a ticket and went in the tent and sat down on the top row. All of a sudden, here she come, riding a great big old 32-inch pony. The mane was flowing in the wind, and so was the ponies. She was taking on a beast of a woman, terrible tiny Tina, 3.5 foot tall, 385 pounds. When she rolled into the ring, I could tell it was fixing to go down. When the bell rang, Lil Shouty, my baby, jumped up on the bottom turnbuckle and did a flying elbow right in the middle of Tiny Tina's forehead. Then she put her in an 8th Nelson Choked her out. That's when I knowed I was in love. They say dynamite comes in small packages. Later that night, I led her pony down the midway, and I bought her a stickless corn dog. She liked the stickless kind because of her dental work, or lack thereof. She was missing a couple teeth. She was missing all of her teeth. Except for them three right there in front. They were just little black nubs up against the gum line. And every time she smiled, it looked like she had a mouth full of crickets. I loved Sunday afternoon. She'd been there doing her housework, and I could hear her whistling. She ate corn on the cob with a hammer. She was amazing. One sultry afternoon, I was kissing the mole on her sweaty neck, and it turned loose. And that's when we knowed we had a tick problem. I got her a Love's collar for our anniversary. I sure miss you, little shouty. We're going to do a song my boy Junior put on the YouTubes, and it caught a virus too. Millions of folks worldwide saw this video, and it literally changed their lives. We're going to be down after the show, down here in front of this table, and we'd love to visitate with you. Come by and shake our hands, and we'll be shaking hands and kissing babies. So come by, y'all. We want to visitate with you. And we got a CD. It's got a lot of these old songs on there. We're excited about our brand new CD. Like I said, it's going to be coming out, and you can keep attuned to the situation on the socialized media. We're doing all that. We on the Facebook, and we on the YouTubes and Periscope and FarmersMingle.com, Ashley Madison. We're doing all that stuff. We're even on the Tweaker. If you're on the Tweaker, tweak at us and we'll tweak back at you. We're going to end on this song right here. You guys have been an amazing audience. Thank you very much for being sweet to us here in North Carolina. And this is thank you very much. This is an old song by the Black Eyed Peas.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good day night. Tonight's a night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spend it all. Go out and smash it like hold my car. Jump off the sofa. Let's kick it off.
I know we'll have a ball. We can get and go and just lose it all.
I feel
That it won't let it go. We had a space time to lose our control.
fill up my cup. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Let's take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof. And then we'll do it again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. We gotta rock, 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 easy come, easy go. Now we on top, 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 finger shot, body rock, rock it, don't stop, top, 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 round and round, up and down, around the clock, 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 clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us, you know what we say. Hey, party every day, party every day, and the feeling. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good day night. I'm feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good day night. Thank y'all so much. God bless you. Thank you. Thank y'all. Well, thank you. Trying to think what I could spout out. Thank you very much. You guys are wonderful. I'm disappointed in my voice tremendously. I think somebody's got Tourette's. It's that insult Tourette's.
On an audible.
We'd like to do one more for Shorty.
Shorty got the nipple bottom jeans with the fur. The whole club looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low. Remarks with the straps. She turned around and gave a big booty a slap. Hey, she hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low.
Little arms, she rolls up at the party, shouted straight up off the floor. I make my own. She thinks the groove, shout at 3 feet tall. She roll up in her Barbie car, stood around the club, rocking boxer straps, busting on the floor like a heart attack. If you let little people son, I got your back. She's a little riding mama running up the track. She was blousing, my baby's outside. She come crack, she ain't about no midget outside.
Shorty got them apple bottom jeans boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low. Got them baggy sweatpants and the Reebok with the straps. Turned around and gave the big booty a slap. Hey, she hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low.
She ain't phony, she ride a pony. Gotta get a step ladder just to fry bologna. Shorty's that, taking me back to Cleverly wearing a half-gallon hat. She's my shore stacking, I'm her Big Mac. We rockin' front to back, I need my midnight snack. Tic-tac, tallywhack, shorty take me home.
Shorty got them apple bottom jeans boots with the fur. The whole club is looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low. Got them baggy sweatpants and the Reebok with the straps. Turned around and gave the big booty a slap. Hey, she hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low. Next thing you know, shorty got low. Got them baggy sweatpants and the Reebok with the straps. Turned around and gave the big booty a slap. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, shorty got low.
Thank y'all so much. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, we got the silent auction winners back in the textile studio. They're Brenda Rogers. Thank you, Jeremy. Janet Tupper, Bill Boxell. Okay, this is a good one. Harding Hohenschutz. Did I say that right? Cool. Kathy Tilley, Bill Pickett, Jim Baker, Vicki Baker, Phyllis Hoffman, Karen Anderson, Bonnie Dodson, and Mike Kelly. And last but not least, Isaiah was up here